Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox. Going to talk this morning about an email I received. Going to answer the mail, as it were. Got an email from a young Viking, and Colby. Probably sure that's a guy, but I guess it could be a female, but I don't think so. But whatever, it doesn't matter. What is a young 20-something prepper to do? And I think in this case they were also a college student. How do you prepare? Good question. Something I know a little bit about since I raised three 20-somethings who were all hardcore preppers. The first thing to understand is that, generally speaking, 20-somethings don't have a whole lot of assets. They don't have a whole lot of money. They don't have a whole lot of time of years of accumulating stuff, skills, life attitude, outlook, things like that. It's why people like me call 20-year-olds who view themselves rightfully so as fully functioning adults. I view them as kids, right? I don't care if you're an airborne ranger, 23 years old, yeah, you're a kid. To me, and again, if that's insulting, I'll take it back, right? But just perspective on life. Old Man's Club. I'm here, I might as well. Boom, my book. I wrote it, see? Woo! When I wrote this book, my kids were not college age. They were younger. There's a lot of good stuff in here, and in fact, Colby said so thank you. There's a lot of good stuff in here on raising younger families, younger children. There's a whole chapter in here on getting the spouse on board, whether that spouse be male or female, different techniques for both. And this is a good basic intermediate preparedness book. It's because I own all of these books, and I was not satisfied with the prepper information in them and decided the genre needed a little more. Available on Amazon, wherever, other places, online. Google it, Survivalist Family. Okay, let's talk about steps that a 20-something should do. Number one, put together a bug-out bag, a bob, a over-the-weekend camping backpack. See, it doesn't have to be sexy. Bob's just a thing, but you should have a backpack that you can grab, throw on your back, walk outside, and live for the next few days. There is a plethora of stuff on the internet. Young 20-something Viking, don't worry about the money aspect of it. I did a really good video here on YouTube. Man, I don't even remember what I called it to search for it. The $5 bob, the $10 bob, something like that. Where I basically, it might have been called the 10-minute bob. I just ran around the house and put stuff together. I think I did two. Oh, look at the squirrel. I did a video on this channel called the 10-minute bob, and then I did a blog entry on my old blog, which is still there, vikingpreparedness.blogspot.com, called I think the $10 bob. Both are worth looking at. But my point is in both, sure, it's nice to have all the goo-gaws, but you don't need them. What you need is to be able to sustain life out there. And so have a backpack that you can grab and go. It should have food in it. It should have water and a means to purify more water in it. It should have shelter in it, some first aid, and be ready to grab it and go. Number one. Number two, be comfortable grabbing your backpack and going, meaning you need to start camping, right? You need to go outside. You need to camp, learn to camp in all weather seasons so that you can survive outside in all weather conditions. When you're 20-something, you've got a lot of friends or you can make friends who don't mind going camping. It's a cheap activity and it's fun. I used to do it a lot as a 20-something. My kids, who aren't that old, only one of them's over 30, used to camp all the time in college and high school with their friends. So start taking up camping. It will make you comfortable in the woods with your backpack that you're going to have. So if there's chaos, at a minimum, you can scoot from the chaos. If you're not fit, get fit. A 20-year-old body, I don't care what condition you start in, is an awesome platform for fitness. Start making fitness part of your lifestyle. Again, that will allow you to move away from danger. Store food in your dorm, your room, your place, wherever you are. I do not recommend the buckets of wheat, corn, beans, and rice that I recommend to more established people. You're mobile, man. You're young. You don't have that much money. Store cans of food that you can eat cold but would taste good if you heated them up. Manwich meals, Progresso soup, stuff like that. Tuna. Store some food up over and above what's in your bug out bag, because you may be holding in place wherever you are. So there's that. Come up with a plan where you're going when your current place becomes untenable. For most of you, that plan will involve your family above you, if you will. Our kids went to a few different universities, and we had plans to get all of them when it was time for them to flee, and those plans consisted mostly, in the main, we're not going into those here, of them getting to a link-up point where we would meet them. And if they got to that link-up point early, they were to continue along a specific route that we would be coming the other way on, grab them and go. But our link-up points were chosen that they could hang out there for a while if they needed to. And they had the stuff in their bug-out bags to make that possible. Yes, even in winter. So have an escape plan, an evac plan that hopefully includes somebody from your family coming on the same route. If you have a vehicle, do your best to keep it in good running order. It should be a high priority thing. I'm not talking about polishing your rims and, detailing, cleaning it. I'm talking about that thing needs to be able to run. It needs to be able to go where it needs to go. So stay up on that basic maintenance. Since you're young, you're usually poor, do it yourself. Get with some people who know what they're doing and work on your vehicle. That way, when you're driving your vehicle at the worst time and something goes wrong with it, you might be able to fix it. And continue on your way on 4 wheels instead of 2 feet, which is superior. So yeah, develop an outdoor lifestyle, get fit, put together a bug out bag. Again, it's a camping bag. When my son and I were in Boy Scouts, I was the scout master, he was one of the scouts. We camped every month. Our troop camped every month, and our backpacks stayed packed. We'd come back from a backpacking adventure or a camping adventure, didn't matter, we always took the same backpack. And we would clean everything that needed to be cleaned in the backpack, and then we would repack it. The only thing we didn't have in our backpacks that you need to keep in yours is food. Because in Boy Scouts, it's another way that you do food. But it would have been a simple thing just to, if we had to go grab some Progresso soup, throw it in there, and let's go, and we're out. You should do that. And don't get all, I wouldn't recommend that a 20-something read all the advertisements and the magazines and the YouTube videos and, famous preppers telling you what flashlight to buy. Just get the basic stuff. Don't worry about spending money. It's not about money. It's about what you got here and some very basic tools, which you can get, at the Goodwill if you have to. I hope that's helpful. But yeah, 20-somethings, you're the future. All right, see you out there.